All right, so welcome everybody once again. It's your friend, your host, Adetolo Freeman. I am the lead instructor at Easy FX Academy, and this is our usual weekly market review. I want to say a big thank you for you guys, sticking with us, joining us tonight. Has been an amazing session so far. We just finished the training session on how to trade the news like a pro. All right, I want to believe that we delivered on that promise. We thoroughly showed you guys how to actually trade the news like a real pro. I want to believe that we did that. Okay, so right about now, we're going to go into the market review sessions for the week. All right, and we're going to do that in the simplest possible way. All right, because usually what we do is we start from the currency pairs, the currency indices. All right, and then we look at that and put it into we extrapolate that into what we're expecting from the currency pair. So we're starting with the AXY, which is the Australian dollar index. All right, the Australian dollar index, and then we're going to just check what is price doing currently, what is price hoping to do. All right, and then based on that, we can establish some interesting things. All right, so far we can see that the AUD, like I said, I was expecting the AUD to come point, all right, before we get the reaction, okay. But currently you can see that that's playing out. All right, we've had the first reaction here, the second reaction, which means that right about now, all right, there's a possibility that the Australian dollar comes lower, okay. But I think news release for AUD this week. All right, let's go to this week and check that quickly. So when you guys see that I forecast what the news is going to, what is going to look like for a currency, all right, this is basically how I do it. All right, so on Tuesday, there's a monetary policy meeting. All right, this is where they will publish the minutes of their meeting, so we know what to expect from the AUD, all right, or from the Australian dollar. So that means that there's a possibility that the Australian dollar comes maybe even lower, all right, to this point, all right. So if we don't get a solid reaction from this point by tomorrow, all right, it means that this is the next area that price will be looking at, all right, somewhere around here. All right, somewhere around here is where price will be targeting next. All right, so for AUD, I think I want to wait till after the news release on Tuesday so that I can get in on some real volatility in the market. All right, so that I can get in on some solid movements. Okay, so that's for AUD. All right, the next one is we want to look at BXY, which is the pound index. All right, I believe that as we're preparing for the burial of the Queen, all right, so there's going to be some impact. Okay, I think the point where the Queen died, all right, we saw this reaction, all right, the pound just dropped suddenly, all right, but it wasn't unexpected because as you can see, that was a pivot zone. Okay, it's also leveled with one of my favorite Fibonacci levels. All right, talking from the daily point of view right now, all right, level with one of my favorite Fibonacci levels. And then if I add this to the equation, you see that we're still in that overall downtrend that price has not been able to break out of just yet. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right now. The GBP reacted from that pivot zone, okay, which was also correlated with. For those of you that are aware or that are familiar with my moving average stochastic strategy, you basically know what happened here. All right, that give us that downward movement. Okay, so having said that, okay, what are we expecting from the GBP? It's going to be a slow week for the pound. All right, it's going to start up quite slow because a lot of people are still mourning their coins. All right, I think there's a public holiday. All right, I'm not sure about that. All right, but I think there should be a public holiday. All right, and the fact that as a result of the Queen's death, all right, there's going to be a need for them to, change their economy. What's it called now? Sorry, change their currency, all right, and a couple of other things. Okay, GBP holiday tomorrow. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. So that's correct. So as a result of that, okay, we can basically expect that the GBP or the pound is going to drop a bit lower. All right, we can expect that it's going to drop a bit lower. All right, so maybe to this point. All right, but worst case scenario is that price comes all the way to this trend line. All right, I really would love to see that. All right, because it's going to mean a whole lot for somebody like me. All right, but there are possibilities that we don't go that far. All right, but this is just from the indices. All right, we're still going to have to correlate it with what's going on the charts themselves. All right, the currency pairs themselves, so that we can judge what exactly it is that we are anticipating or that we can expect. So the next one is the XY. All right, the Canadian dollar. All right, this is the Canadian dollar. As you can see, the Canadian dollar is still continuing the downtrend. And we are currently approaching this zone. All right, we're currently approaching this zone like I marked out earlier. It got to the first zone. We had this reaction, all right, but currently it's dropped a lot lower, all right, and we are approaching this particular level. All right, so what am I expecting from the Canadian dollar? The answer is simple. I want to see price gets here, all right, on the daily time frame, which means that maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Let's see, do we have any news for CAD? Yes, the CPI for CAD, all right. And what's the forecast? Let's check what the previous month looks like, all right, and then we can check what to expect. Sorry. All right, so the previous is actually 0.1, all right, and currently the forecast is minus 0.1%, which means that they expect the inflation, all right, to get worse, all right. So we just want to watch and see. If the inflation gets worse, it means that we can expect the Canadian dollar to drop lower, all right. We can expect it to drop lower. Let's just see how that plays out. But for me, I think the Canadian dollar should still go, a lot lower, all right, to this point, okay, which means that if the actual fundamental release for CAD, all right, is better than what they're expecting right now, which is minus 0.1%, all right, if it's better, then we can expect that from this area, all right, we can pick our entry. Okay, from this area, we can pick our entry. So for those of you who are looking to trade, what I've just taught you guys in the previous session, all right, on how to trade the news like a pro, all right, you can literally work with this. All right, I can literally just work with this. That's number 2. So the next one, number 3. So the next one, let's look at DXY, which is another interesting one. Okay, so as you can see, DXY is still maintaining this this bullish trend. All right. So what am I expecting from DXY right now? I want to zoom out so that you guys see. So what do you see? You can see that we have this trend line, we have this this resistance level, all right. So we have factors that are contributing to the fact that the USD should get weaker, all right. And if you go to the 4 hours time frame, you see something interesting as well. 4 hours time frame, we have had this break of structure, all right. We've had this break of structure. Price has come back to retest this other block, all right. We're currently seeing some reaction from this other block. There is an imbalance all over here, all right, that price needs to, retest, that price needs to mitigate. And then we can see that there is also equal lows over here, all right. We have equal lows here, which means that price has every reason to drop all the way down here, all right. Price has every reason to do this. If we go to the weekly time frame, you see that from the weekly time frame, price is still reacting from this trend line and this this resistance zone or this resistance level. All right, that resistance level. So that means that we can expect the dollar to drop all the way down. All right, maybe even all the way to this point. Okay, are we clear about that, please? But I think that the real movement will begin after price is able to break below my moving average, all right, and start to give us some movement. Okay, are we clear about that, guys? So let's go on to EXY, all right, which is the European, the Euro index, all right, the Euro index. All right, on the daily time frame, we can see that the euro is still quite bearish. All right, however, go to the 4 hours and see. I believe that price is trading between this range that I drew. All right, it's trading between this range, and from here we've seen the break of structure. All right, from here we've seen the break of structure. Okay, price came back for this retest. All right, so there's a possibility. This is also equal highs over here. Right, equal highs, you know, together with the presence of an imbalance. All right, you can see that huge momentum candle, which tells us that you know, there's reason to expect the euro to, you know, bounce higher. All right, so we have reason, probably, you know, we have cause to expect the euro to get better. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. Okay, I'm expecting to see something like this. All right, from the euro during the course of this week. All right, if you check on the weekly time frame, you'll see that is quite clear. All right, from the weekly time frame, that's quite clear. We've had this strong rejection candle from the zone, okay, and then we can just get to see a retest, all right, and then a push all the way back to the top. All right, so that's EXY. All right, lastly, we're going to look at the yen basket. All right, so this is the yen basket. And I think that this is an interesting one. All right, I think that this is an interesting one. And my reason for thinking that is this. All right, we've seen this break of structure. All right, we've seen this break of structure. We've seen price clearly break above the moving averages. To enter into this resistance zone, okay, price is oversold. All right, we're currently at a resistance, all right, on the 4 hours time frame. So what am I expecting from JPY? You can see that that's a resistance level. So what am I expecting from JPY? The answer is simple. All right, I'm simply expecting JPY to drop drastically. All right, drop well. All right, but how far is the drop expected to go? All right, we can see that we already have this here. All right, this gives us the manipulation. All right, so we can expect price to come into you know, at worst 88.2 of this overall movement. All right, 76482 of this movement. All right, so that we can return higher. All right, so what are we looking for? Maybe something along this line. Okay, so that's what we're expecting, which means that, for example, if we're expecting the euro to increase in strength, all right, euro JPY should be bullish. All right, should be bullish. So this is the JPY basket. All right, so let's check how this interprets on, you know, on currency pairs. All right, so first of all, we're going to look at AUDUSD. All right, AUDUSD. As you can see, AUDUSD, I think I had this this entry on AUDUSD. I got taken out somewhere here. All right, I put my stop loss a bit lower than this point. All right, so I got taken out somewhere around here, which was still a solid 1:, let me check, which was still a solid 1:3. Yeah, 1:3. Even though it didn't get to the point I was expecting it to get to, all right, which was this point here, this other block, okay, which would have been a 1:7. But nonetheless, I'm going to clear the chart. All right, let me remove all the drawings so that we can look at with fresh eyes. All right, so currently the Australian dollar is in a downtrend. All right, that's pretty clear. Let's see where that downtrend is heading. All right, where is it going towards? All right, so I think we have a zone here. All right, price is currently at that zone. I think we have another one right here. Okay, so okay, so price has just tapped into this this support, all right, inside this zone, all right, which means that AUDUSD, we have reason to expect or to anticipate some bullish reaction, all right, since we've cleared we've cleared stop losses from here. However, let me first of all say this, please and please, guys, please and please, stop trading with pending orders at other blocks. All right, stop placing pending orders at other blocks. All right, because every pending order you place at an order block with a stop loss is simply an invitation to the market makers to come and liquidate that order block. All right, if you heard and understood what I just said, right, please let me know in the comment section, all right, that you understood what I just said. Every time you place a pending order at an order block, all right, you place your pending order, you put your stop loss. You are simply inviting the market makers and saying, come, I have money to give you. Come and take out my liquidity. All right, which is why I have been insisting for the past couple of weeks now. All right, don't place pending orders. Let price get to your order block, all right, and then you can use the moving average stochastic strategy for your entry. All right, or you can use double break of structure on the lower time frames. You can use any confirmation on the lower time frames for your entry. But from the onset, please, please, and please, do not stop placing pending orders. All right, stop spoiling order blocks for the rest of us. Amen. The Lord bless the hearers and doers of his word in Jesus' name. Amen. So let's go on. So currently we're seeing AUDUSD doing this. All right, this is the break of structure that we've seen so far. All right, I think that constitutes the biggest threat to the rise of AUDUSD. I think there's another one over here. All right, there's another one over there. Because naturally, price should want to come and mitigate the entire movement. All right, price is actually expected to come and mitigate this entire movement. All right, but it might not happen, right away. We may end up getting this. All right, that's my own expectation. All right, from this setup. Okay, that's my expectation from this setup, such that this point, all right, this previous high, we have a breakout of that previous high. All right, price drops so that it can come back to retest, can come back into this other block. All right, can come back into this other block, and then we can have that push all the way to the top. All right. So this is my expectation from AUDUSD. All right. This is what I simply expect from AUDUSD for this week. All right. So first of all, it might gain some temporary strength all the way to, so the moving averages. All right. And then after that, we can expect it to lose that momentum, come back lower. All right. And after coming lower, it should take out this this resistance. It should take out this imbalance rather. All right. So up next, let's look at EURUSD. So USD CAD, let's start from the daily time frame. All right, as you can see, USD CAD, we had this manipulation, we had this break of structure, we have this retest currently playing out. All right, but I wouldn't want to be in a hurry to take this trade just yet. And the reason is that we've created equal lows here. All right, we've created equal lows here. All right, and I think that that makes this a very, very possible or probable point for action, all right, for price action. Okay, somewhere around the 88.2. Even though this is 764, all right, I wouldn't be banking on it unless I see some some really, really intense movements. Okay, unless I see that, I think my bias is still going to be bearish on EURUSD. Okay, as you can see, we've had 2 equal highs taken out, all right, equal lows taken out, all right. So at this point, we also have imbalance to the bottom here, all right, imbalance to the top there, all right, and that means that a lot could happen, all right. Yes, even though we're expecting a weak USD, it doesn't mean that Euro is going to be stronger than that, all right. So initially, we can get price to come here, all right, so that we can come back to complete this. Do you get this now, Mr. Tokwe? We can expect price to, come down first, all right? Come down first, take out the imbalance, all right? And then from there, we can back higher. All right, so good. Let's look at the next one, GBPUSD. GBPUSD is a solid downtrend, but it has just got into one of my take profit zones. But remember, like I said, all right, we are expecting the pound to be a bit lower or to be a bit weaker, all right, because there's a lot that is going on right now in the Great Britain, all right, and we can expect that there will be some decline, all right, in the economy, all right, or just until they are able to restabilize themselves. All right, just until they're able to restabilize themselves, because currently we're talking about them having to change, their currency. They are going to have to change, their passports. They're going to have to change some, some important aspects, all right, of their culture, all right, as a country, all right, or as a nation. And as a result of that, these things are going to be costing certain amounts of money, all right, and that is not investment that is yielding returns, all right, it's just customary spending, all right. So it is expected that a lot would happen, all right. So GBPUSD could still be bearish, even though the dollar should get in weaker. All right, so GBPUSD should or could continue its bearish run up until maybe somewhere around 1.11392. All right, something along that line. All right, but as a word of the wise for somebody who is watching this right now, maybe you want to completely avoid GBP for this week. All right, like I said, trading moments of volatility is your best bet. All right, so currently I would advise chill. All right, don't rush it. Okay, just chill. Leave GBP out of your expected commodities for this week. All right, so that you can have peace of mind. Okay, so the next one, let's quickly look at USD card. Someone requested USD card. Before then, let me see gold. All right, let's look at gold, please. All right, so as you can see, gold has broken below this equal lows. All right, like I said, it was going to come take out liquidity. It has broken below the equal lows. All right, I'm not sure it's reacting from a strong zone yet, because this would have been the best case scenario. Okay, beautiful. It's reacting from that point already. All right, so that's 764. This is 882. All right, so either of these 2 points. All right, so currently you can see gold is here. All right, we're talking about gold gaining value. All right, or performing better during moments where the dollar is lacking trust. All right, because of inflation. All right, so we've seen this imbalance has been mitigated. All right, there's this imbalance that is yet to be filled up. Okay, so basically, we can expect that price would come back to maybe somewhere around here. All right. We've had this break of structure. We've seen this as our manipulation. All right. There's this imbalance right before the other block. All right. And it's a strong support zone from the higher time frame. All right. So we can expect price to do this. All right. At least this. All right. Based on the fact that, okay, this has been filled up. So we actually still have this imbalance all the way here. All right. We also have this equal highs all the way here. All right. So naturally, we can expect that gold should fill up all this imbalance and everything. You can see this imbalance already filled at this point. All right. Yes, of course, it behaves the same way on almost all time frames. All right, because they know that people are expecting to trade from that point. All right. Remember, part of retail chart patterns for trading is double bottom. All right, double bottom, triple bottom. So the institutional traders love taking out liquidity around those kind of areas, double bottom, triple bottoms. All right. So we're expecting that gold will drop a bit lower, all right, and then pick up from maybe somewhere around here, so that we can shoot all the way back here, all right, to that other block over there. Okay, so that's for gold. All right, which means that, remember, I've told you, don't trade pending orders. Please don't trade pending orders. Let price get here, all right, then you go to the lower time frames and confirm the setup, all right. Confirm that price is reacting to this other block, all right, and then you can ride this trend with us. Okay, so that's good. Let me now go to USD card as requested. All right, so this is USD card on the daily time frame. We're in this order block. All right, we're inside this other block. Price has made this move. We have this imbalance all over here, right? We're seeing the imbalance all over here. Right? We're seeing the other block somewhere around here. All right, so that means that we can naturally expect the dollar to drop. Right? We can naturally expect the dollar to drop lower. All right, so this is expectation for the week. All right, this is the daily time frame, so we should see this play out quite powerfully. All right, let me see what the weekly looks like though. Okay, exactly, beautiful. All right, as you can see, it's reacting from the other block on the weekly time frame, which also corresponds to 88.2. All right, so naturally we can expect that price would drop lower. All right, at least this point is the first point of call. All right, and then maybe as time goes on, we can update on the areas that we expect price to get to. All right, this would be a sweet spot. All right, this would be a sweet spot to see price at. All right, because it will be a confluence of both the trend line and this other block. All right, so I naturally want to see price come that low. All right, but like I've said, don't catch your chickens before they hatch. All right, so let's wait and see if price breaks below this trend line. All right, but we'll come for a retest and then we can drop all the way down here. All right, so that is for USD card. I want to believe the person that asked for that already got it. All right, Anonymous, I want to believe that you already got that. All right, beautiful. So let's go to the next one. All right, the next commodity, USD JPY. All right, that was requested by Skittles. Yes, definitely. The analysis respect the overall trend on the higher time frame. That's why I'm showing you what's going on the daily time frames and other higher time frames, even the weekly, right? Because I want you to realize that we're working together with all of these higher time frames. So USD can see price is currently at a strong resistance level. All right, let me show you that on the monthly. Let me see. All right, so can you see there's this other block on the monthly time frame? Price just checked into it. All right, so I know some of you have been wondering why I've not been trading. All right, I've not been sending setups during the week and all of that. All right, this is one of the reasons. Okay, I don't just want to trade anything. I want to trade very, very high probability trades. All right, that occur in very volatile markets. Okay, so to trade this, what you have to do is simple. There's this equal lows here already. Sweet equal lows. There's this imbalance over here. All right. There's this imbalance over here. Okay, so that's that. Let me remove this line. It's becoming a bit confusing. Okay, so the natural expectation that I have at this point is that we get something like this. Right, or let me see. Okay, yeah, something like this. Also equal lows here, all right, but I don't want to be too optimistic, so let's just wait and see price react first, all right, and then we can conclude on whether it is going to play out or not, all right. But first of all, I think that there's this other block here, all right after the imbalance gets filled up, all right, this candles right after they get filled back up, all right, price might want to come to this point, all right, this other block right here, all right, and then drop lower, maybe to this region, all right. Where we also have another imbalance, all right, and these are equal lows afterwards, right? But for security reasons, all right, let us just watch how this plays out, all right, for the week, okay? We've had break of structure over here, all right? Let's just wait to see a break of structure here as well, all right? Let price take out this equal lows, and then we can anticipate that this would give us what the exact thing that we need to see, all right? Is that clear, please? Is this clear, guys? Skittles, do you get that? All right, so let's go to the next one, AUDCAD. And then we'll wrap with AUDCHF and BTCUSD. All right, AUDCAD, as you can see, AUDCAD has reacted from AUDCAD has reacted from this my zone here. All right, many of you didn't get to catch that trade. All right, it came into this imbalance. All right, where there's this other block, okay, but currently we've not seen the reaction play out completely. All right, the trend is still bearish. Okay, good. All right, so this is AUDUSD. For some reason, I feel that price might want to come lower this way. All right, even though I have reason to believe that AUDUSD is ready for a bullish run. All right, but I just have that feeling that price might want to, do this. All right, something like this. Okay, for AUDCAD. All right, so we might get to see the reaction from this point. All right, a drop. All right, I think price already broke out of that previous high. The price already broke out of this high. All right, so we might see price retrace down here. All right, and then bounce higher. Might as well happen here. All right, might as well happen over there. But this is from the 1 hour perspective, all right, from the 1 hour time frame. So we'll just see how this plays out in the long run, okay? But in the meantime, we can hold our hands and just wait to see what's going on. All right, are we clear about this, please? King FX, are you clear about this? That's AUDCAD, all right? So let's go to AUDCHF. All right, daily time frame. Price has reacted from our POI to the pivot zone dropped. So let me delete this. So currently we can see that there's this spot here. All right, I think price has reacted to it already. Okay, good. All right, so we're seeing price reacting at this other block here. All right, so let's go to the 4 hours time frame. Okay, let's see. All right, so this is more like it. All right, price comes back to this zone. Probably gets rejected from this other block area. All right, probably get a reaction from this zone. Okay, and then as price comes back down here, all right, we find momentum to cross that barrier. All right, and then maybe come off all the way here. All right, is this clear, guys? All right, I think King FX got that. All right, BTCUSD. All right, this is BTCUSD. All right, that's BTCUSD. All right, manipulation here. You know, this looks like a change of character. All right, we've gotten this break of structure. All right, and price is currently at this point. All right, so what are we looking at from this? All right, what's this saying to us? All right, this is simply telling us that we can expect some bullish reactions, all right, on BTC. Remember, like I said, whenever the dollar is not performing well enough, all right, investors that are already hard pressed, all right, they're already struggling with interest rates, all right, so they become hard pressed to look for investment vehicles that will deliver the highest returns or the most returns. Okay, so we can expect to begin to see investors shifting their attention from dollar itself, all right, from investing in dollar, all right, to quickly imputing their funds into either stock or crypto, all right, either stocks or crypto. Okay, so That's for BTC. We're expecting BTC to do this. All right, at least like that. Okay. So that's you can see that this imbalance already got filled. All right, price came to fill that imbalance. All right, but right now there's this imbalance that needs to be filled as well. This one already got filled. Right, this has to be filled. There are imbalances all the way over here as well. All right, that have not yet been filled. All right, so you can expect to see something interesting going on. All right, so that's BTCUSD. Finally, I'm going to look at NZD card. All right, and after that, we will close for tonight. Okay, so NZD card. NZD has not been my favorite or has not given me any meaningful reactions in the past couple of months. All right, but I think that we're at a comfortable spot right now. Okay, yeah. So okay, good. So let's see. Equal lows taken out, prices coming to this other block on the weekly time frame. All right, we might get to see some reaction from this here. All right, we might get to see some solid reaction from here. All right, but my fear is that there's a possibility that this continues going even lower. All right, as you can see, we have equal lows over here. All right, equal lows over here. We've had this break of structure here. All right, and all right, so that's NZD card for me. The reason why is because I expected that we break structure, break above the moving average since last week, but that didn't happen. All right, so that just naturally tells me that NZD might not be having the best of times right now. All right, so I want to, like I said, I've not been interested in NZD for a very long time. All right, for a very long time. This was the last trade I took on NZD, and that was August. All right, early August. Okay, so since then you can see that I've not really been interested in NZD. All right, so NZD card. All right, my advice would be wait for something really clear. All right, most likely to break above this point. All right, to break above this point. All right, and then we can now start talking about expecting some bullish market structure. All right, if it doesn't break that point, then please just don't anticipate any bullish reactions yet. All right, so Ayobam, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please, next time, just kindly just type in the chat box, all right, instead of muting yourself. All right, so thank you very much, guys. I have a couple of announcements.